Hey y'all, welcome back. So I have got a 20-minute video this week. I know my last couple ones have been sort of short, but oh my gosh, it was a mess, but it was one of those like good messes, if that makes any sense. Like I had a lot of fun cleaning it. I felt so good afterwards, and it was one of those like there's sometimes when you like clean all day and you sit back and you're like, I don't feel like I've cleaned anything, and you look around and sometimes it's almost messier. Well, this was one of those where I could feel and smell how clean it was. Like it just felt so good afterwards. I was really, really happy with how everything turned out. I don't even remember what happened last week, you guys. Like it was just busy, a lot of coming and going, but most of the time everything is super busy for me. I struggle with ADHD. Time management is not my specialty. So I've really been trying to work on cleaning as I go and that whole don't put it down, put it away thing. But sometimes it's just too busy for me. I didn't get a chance last week to really stick with the 10-minute tidy up, although that has been something that I've really been trying to do. But, sometimes the week just, gets you. So this is Friday night. This was after work. Jeremy came over and we ate dinner, and Joe was here. So after Jeremy left, Joe's like kind of hanging out in there watching TV. And I was like, you know what? I'm really, really tired. I don't want to do these dishes. But then I was like, I gotta get up in the morning and kind of, clean. And I like cleaning, but I don't like doing dishes in the morning first thing. I can't stand doing dishes in the morning. So I was like, okay, I'll set up the camera and I'll go ahead and film and get the kitchen out of the way. So I'm like, that'll be good. And I tell you what, if you guys are new here, this channel is almost more for me keeping on top of things than it is anything else, because there are so many times that I would not have cleaned at all. I would have just let it go if I wasn't like, oh man, I gotta have a video out. So I'm starting to think, which I've said this, so I'm not starting to think, I know a lot of the reason I keep doing this is because it just helps hold me accountable for whatever reason. So here I am just doing the dishes. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to get all this. And I believe I made my way into the bedroom and got it together too. I don't like going to sleep in a messy bed. If there's one thing I've done pretty well over the years, it's make my bed. It's not every day. Sometimes I will go 2 or 3 days without making my bed, but for the most part, I really like to have it done. But this was a good way to, I'm not going to really say trick myself, I guess kind of manipulate myself into getting the house cleaned. But I spent a large majority of Saturday kind of cleaning up, and then Joe and I went and ran around, did some errands. It was just a really good weekend for the most part. I can't complain. But anyway, that's what y'all see me doing here. I think I made hot dogs. It's Joe's favorite. And I love chili and coleslaw on my hot dogs. What do you guys like to eat on yours? I love, love, love hot dogs. I'm kind of bougie about mine, as you guys know that have been here. I like the all beef. I like my buns grilled. I don't really care too much if they're like the English buns or just the regular ones, because I've learned that once you just kind of grill them on the stove or cook them in the pan or whatever, that they're still just as good. So that's what I made us for dinner. And then I made some brownies with vanilla ice cream. Oof, it was good. So anyway, I'm just cleaning up here. A lot of these dishes too are from the week, and a lot of them are just mine. So yeah. But anyway, that's what I'm doing here, y'all. And I had, never mind my outfit. That was like my work shirt, but then I put some pajama pants on. I was like laughing at Joe the other day. I have never seen a kid change out of his regular clothes so quickly. And I'm like, I'm cracking up laughing about it. And then Jeremy's like, where do you think he gets it from? First thing I do when I come in, y'all, is I change into some comfy sweats. And I will sometimes, well, a lot of times you guys will see, I'll keep my top half on from work and be cleaning in like my work shirt and then like goofy pajama pants, because, that's just how I am. These floors were absolutely filthy, and this is an area that I'm kind of struggling. Again, the camera is very, very forgiving, and it does not show anywhere near as gross as they are. As you guys can see over there near the vent, it's like ripping up. I have bought new flooring. It is going to be a little bit before I put it down. I just do not have the time to do it now, but I'm going to, I decided on laminate floor. It's the exact same laminate floor that's in my living room, and it's going to go all throughout the house into my bedroom and bathroom. And I'm absolutely tickled about it. Anyway, but now it's just not the time to get started on a project that big. So this laminate floor is stained. It's peeling up in places. It's weathered. I don't know. It's yellowed and everything else. I have never mopped with bleach. Not for any other reason than I've always been scared that it was going to ruin my floors. But in here, this floor really, really needed it. It had rained last week, and the dogs coming in and out had got mud all over the floor. It was just bad. And I thought, you know what? Why not? Let's go ahead and try. So I do love bleach. I don't use bleach every time I clean. I don't use bleach everywhere in my house. There are particular areas that I only use bleach in, like my toilets. I will use other stuff to clean in the toilets, but bleach is something I almost always use. There's just some areas that I feel like it just has to have bleach. That's one of them. So anyway, all that is in my water bucket is hot water and about 1/4 cup of bleach. I don't know if that was too much or not, but I tell you what, I loved the result. It did so well in here, and it smelled so good, and the floors just looked great. I mean, considering what they were or what they are, like, I was just absolutely tickled with it. I also have dogs, and Joe is 7, so the fumes were kind of a concern, but this, I believe, was during the day. I had the windows kind of open, and it was okay for this to be going. So anyway, when I go to mop my floors, like a deep mop like this, I like to vacuum and I like to sweep. It is something I like to do both of. I don't think the floors ever really get completely clean if you don't do both. That's just my opinion. Anyway, in my house anyway, because I have dogs, I have kids, and I myself can be pretty messy at times. There's a lot of coming and going. I don't normally wear my shoes in the house, but sometimes Joe does, sometimes Jeremy and the other kids do, and I'm not thrilled about it. I would really prefer if I took their shoes off, but sometimes it's just not going. So anyway, that's why I'm saying with my floors, to each his own. Some of y'all can keep your house immaculate and only use a broom or only use a vacuum, and that's great. So when I say those types of things, like I'm declaring it, I'm only talking about my own house. But anyway, like I said, this was just hot water and bleach. Absolutely loved this cleaning thing. I didn't use it on the rest of the laminate floors. I hear some people do use it and it doesn't stain. I don't know how it doesn't stain the laminate floors or bleach them out, I guess. Y'all give me some tips on that, because I would actually like to use this again. I will on the floor in here and probably in my bathrooms. Well, not my master bath, but the other bath, because it's got the same laminate floor. But how do you put bleach and other stuff? I mean, I know obviously you pour it in there, but what's the ratio? I know I did use too much bleach in here. I got a little carried away with it. So, but again, I was not upset. It really, really did the trick in here. Okay, so we're backtracking. This is back on Friday night, when I was getting ready to go to bed. I know it's weird that I went ahead and made my bed, but there's something about crawling into an unmade bed that makes me feel icky. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. I had these sheets, as cute as they are, and as much as I love them, they slide everywhere, and I cannot keep them straight. So yeah, I was just at least putting the bed together, and then I crawled into it shortly after. Y'all can tell I got a thing for the cheetah prints. I love it. I guess they call this style the mob wife style. I don't know what it is, but I love it. I love it with like the red nail polish, the gold jewelry. I love it. I just love it. And I like the green with it too. Anyway, so here we go. Oh gosh, look at this. Look at this sheet, you guys. I swear. One of those. I'm one of those people wearing my clothes backwards today. It was ridiculous. I love my new bed. I got this from Wayfair, the mattress. I got the bed frame off of Facebook Marketplace. I got the sheets off Wayfair too. So I wish that my comforter were a little bit bigger So there's a duvet covers what the green is, but then there's just an insert underneath. And I guess I should have bought a bigger size duvet, but I couldn't find one any bigger. I guess, do they make California King comforters? I'll have to look in that. But anyway, absolutely loved it. So I like to make my bed. I know that's weird. Any y'all like that? Like it feels better getting into a made bed. I've been trying to make it in the mornings before I go to work, which I normally, like I said, I usually can stick to that, but sometimes life is just a little too busy for me. More lately than not, but things are, I'm not going to say slowing down, but they're definitely a little bit steadier. Joe's basketball ended, so now it's just karate, but all right, y'all, here we are in the laundry room. I was just putting some stuff together. It's kind of a little bit of a catch-all, but I do have to go out of my way to pile stuff in here, but that, as you can tell, does not stop me. I know I mentioned this last week's video. I've got to find something for like my tools back here, like the broom and the vacuum cleaner and the mop. I don't want to hang them up on the wall, but I don't necessarily have a place to put them that they're not in the way. So we'll just kind of have to figure out as we go. Again, I'm trying to decide what to do with this mid-counter piece. You can't really see it right there, but there's a weird counter around the corner of that. And I really keep thinking in my mind, if I take it out, it's just going to open everything up so much more. But we'll see. So we're getting some laundry going. I had enough this week too for a pile of whites, which I like to bleach my towels and any white clothes that I have. So this washing machine freaking stinks, y'all. It smells like sulfur. I thought it was gas. It's not. There's no, we checked underneath the trailer, checked around here, that's not a gas. So I think what it is like one of the intakes to the washing machine needs to be clogged. So I'm going to have to crawl up underneath the trailer and find out where that's at, because it smells horrible. Okay, this is my area that I struggle with the most. Absolutely struggle with the most. So I really don't know how to fix it other than to just quit leaving my stuff out. Like, don't put it down, put it away. Don't put it down, put it away. And I can sit here and give you guys a million reasons for why it's messy, but the truth be told, at the double wide, where I had plenty of working drawers, I still piled stuff up on there. So the problem here is completely me and my lack of time management in the morning when I'm getting ready for work. I wait till the very last minute to finish to start getting ready and just don't pick up stuff as I go, and it's just ridiculous. So this morning I made sure to put all my stuff up, and I did see. So I cleaned this Saturday morning, so Sunday and Monday morning it was clean when I left the house. I'm now doing this voiceover Monday night, so hopefully by the time you guys are seeing this, I've hit a record of 5 days in a row of cleaning up my mess. But this whole vanity does need to be replaced. That's not the reason it's messy. The reason it's messy, again, is me. The drawers are all broken. All the tracks are off underneath. It looks like there had been mice at one point that had chewed up part of this. It looks like there have been water damage. There is no saving this vanity. I am not even going to try and do a DIY with it. But this will be the last thing I fix. I will probably pull this out when I go to replace the floors in here, which I said will probably not be until May at the very earliest. I'm going to take a week off work. I've got vacation time to put the floors and stuff in. Now, I hadn't really a plan to pull all the floors up back here because they seem like they're fairly new, but I do not care for this gray color, and I would really like for the floors to match all through the trailer from at least the back hallway all the way to my bedroom. So I'm going to go ahead and pull them up anyway. They are fairly cheap, and it looks like there's been some damage in here anyway. So like I said, that's the great thing about this trailer is when I bought it, it didn't really need anything other than things that just weren't pretty to look at. Everything in here is functional and it all works. Now, I say that and I realize, no, this sink, only the cold water works in this sink, and then the sink in the back bathroom doesn't work at all. Well, it does work. It's just got a weird hookup to it. We think there was an oxygen tank or something in one of the bedrooms, and they had ran a water pipe underneath. I don't know. I'll show you guys sometime in another video. It's really weird. So anyway, the water's shut off to the bathroom sink in the other bathroom. Okay, so we're in my living room. If you can tell, I moved my couch around and I took the theater chairs out of the living room. Oh, it's so much better in here. It's so nicer. So much more room. So what I'm doing is I took all the covers off of here and I'm just kind of washing them to get on the couch. I do let my dogs up here on the couch. And I'm perfectly okay with that. I don't like him on the bare couch though. So what I will do is vacuum. Then I will go over with a rag that's been soaked in like penalin. Again, this is the Gypsy Love method. This is not something I came up with on my own. I completely 100% got the idea from her. I don't know if that's her idea, but that's where I've heard it from. So anyway, I go over the couch. It's a very, very lightly damp rag. Get all the stuff, make sure I pick up the hair, and then I cover it back with clean blankets. My blankets don't match. They're all hodgepodge and cute, and I like that. I'm not big on matching anyway. But so that is just what I'm doing here. All right, so I was getting my clothes together to fold. I think this was the end of Saturday evening. I'd gone and had my hair done early that morning. Joe went with me, and then like I said, we came home and cleaned up, and then we went and took a long run. Well, I ran. Joe rode his bicycle. We took Harry. Jeremy and the other kids met us down. There's an awesome trail right by my house. It's just a big walking path, but it's exactly a mile long, and it's so nice. And it's perfect. It's like literally half a mile from my house. So anyway, we were just kind of calming down towards in the evening. I did not want to fold the clothes. I was like, Erica, this is the last thing you have to do, and your house is clean. So that's what I did. I folded all my clothes up. All right, so I'm going to take this time and tell you guys how amazing you all are and how grateful and blessed I am for each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for making this possible for me to do this. It helps me keep my house clean, and it gives me something fun to do. It's nice to have a little hobby to myself and be productive at the same time, because that's really hard to do. You're usually either being productive or you're having fun. That's not very often you get to do the two together. And it's because of you guys that I am able to. So thank you all so much. I hope wherever y'all are at, you are having a blessed one. I love y'all so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.